silver bull run has officially begun, okay? And we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about why silver is referred to as the poor man's gold, and among other things. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to go over the price of silver, my predictions, where I think we're headed, what I think the junior miners could do, all right? So guys, share this video, like this video. If you like silver, help me out. Let's get some more views. Working on a lot of stuff with the channel. It's going well. And you're going to be able to ask questions, okay? Please, though, give a super chat, and I will be much more likely to answer your question. So, try to make some money today. So, guys, please give a super chat, even if it's only 50 cents or a quarter. Anything helps. Let's go, guys. Come on, join up. Today is truly an exciting day for the precious metals. Wow. We have almost a $5 move. Well, actually, it's more than $5 move on silver. That's pretty good. What's up, guys? Silver price today. Let's check it out. And of course, I'm celebrating with a Ghost. Okay, brought to you by Ghost. The Kitco thing is acting a little weird. It shows up kind of weird on that screen. But on that screen, it shows up normal. What's up, guys? We got 13 viewers in the house talking about precious metals today. The precious metals have been on a vicious rally that should have happened over 20 years ago, but it's happening now. We had to wait that long, you know. So I told you guys, load up on gold and silver stocks. Join my Patreon because I had all the good stocks on there. And now I have all the good stocks on there because I have released a new list of stocks on the Patreon. We just had a Patreon member join yesterday. I was working at Burger King. And I'm like, I saw on my phone, I'm like, yes, I got a new Patreon member. I told my buddy, and he was excited for me. So got a new Patreon member. We should be up to 11 members now, I think. 11 people want to get rich. Doesn't seem like enough. Seems like we should have 11 to get rich. But that's the way it goes. You know, people are afraid. I get it. They don't want to invest. What I try to say is you got to stop being afraid. Do not be afraid to invest money. Do not be afraid to change the trajectory of your life, to make your life better, okay? Can't be afraid to try to make your life better. You have to do it. This is not a choice to become an investor in gold and silver. Something that you have to do so that you can change your family's future, to make it better, okay? So that your kids and your grandkids can go to college. All right, which is a luxury I never had. So I had to struggle for a long time. All right, guys, you don't want to have your family struggle indefinitely into the future forever. You can change that. Gold and silver can help, okay? So we'll wait for a few more people to join up. We got 4 people in here right now. Definitely got to get some more than that. Let's go, guys. Share this video. I think everybody right now is going to be pretty much partying. You know, it's the day after Christmas. I don't think a lot of people are on YouTube. I think they're visiting family and stuff like that. We only have one viewer on here right now. So we'll see if we can bump that number up a little bit. See if we can get up to 2. And there's 2. Okay, see? You ask and you shall receive. Good things come to those who ask. 2 members in here. That's good. Better than nothing. So we'll check out the price of silver. $77.48. That's only $77.48. That's nothing. $77.48, guys, for silver. What's up? Oh, really? Yes. What is up, guys? Silver. The great silver guru is here. Your silver expert is here. I am so happy to be here and answering your questions on the precious metal, the white metal, which is the best metal. If there was a black metal, I might say that that was better, or it's at least equal. Okay? At least equal. But for now, silver is the best metal. Okay? Hey, buddy. Good afternoon from Lakefield, Florida. This guy's from Florida. Dude, I want to come down there and live in Florida. Maybe you can help me find a nice apartment down there, because I want to move somewhere better, because it's very cold right here. It's freezing cold. I just went out to my car and it's freezing rain. So my windows are stuck. There's a sheet of ice all over the entire car. Everything. The door handle, the windows, the roof, the hood, the headlights, the tail lights. It's a sheet of ice like this thick all over the whole car. Okay? That's what we have to deal with where I live in Alaska. Okay? It is not fun. Not fun at all. All right, guys. So, yes, I will be answering questions on the precious metals. And really, the most exciting one is platinum, because the market for platinum is so small. There's not a lot of platinum. Okay? They say that for platinum, it's somewhere between 15 and 30 times rarer than gold. This is incredible. So platinum is basically like the penny stock of the precious metal world. Okay? That's why platinum is so incredible. It's like a penny stock. What stocks give you the most gains? It's penny stocks, typically. Okay? Well, either penny stocks will either go out of business or they'll give you extreme gains. Usually it's one or the other. Okay? So guys, if you are one of the few lucky people watching this right now, I want to urge you, go to my Patreon. I have a list, which is right here. I have a list of gold penny stocks. Okay? These are not stocks that are $1, $2, $3. No. These are stocks that are like 25 cents. 1 cent. They're less than 1 cent, some of them. Okay? These are the ones that are going to give us the most explosive gains. We're going to make the most money on these ones. Not financial advice. But if you join the Patreon, my list of these stocks is on there. The top, if you will, gold and silver junior miners. I have looked at every possible metric. One of the most important ones is the share structure. Okay? It's got to have a decent share structure. It's got to have good inside ownership. Okay? So we know how to get rich. It's right here. I have been loading up on these stocks. I also have multiple brokerage accounts, and I'm buying these. I do automatic money transfers. Every week, I automatically move money from my bank account into my stocks, and I buy these ones right here. Okay? That is right. I have stopped buying the large miners, the mid caps, and I am solely focused on this list right here. And it is right on my Patreon for $10. You can just pay the $10, join the Patreon, and then you can quit. I don't want you to do that, because then you're going to make a fortune off of me for $10. I want you to stay a member forever, because this is not going to be the only list. I will be coming out with a lot more stocks too. So don't just join the Patreon and then get this list and then quit. All right? Stay on the Patreon. It's very imperative. It's key. So what about nickel head? Nickel heard of the value was going down. Nickel. Yeah, we'll take a look at nickel. Okay. That is nothing. You ever been to talk? What is more precious than gold? Wood is more precious than gold if you need to make fire to survive, yes. But in most cases, you can, if you have gold, you can trade that for wood, okay? So, platinum is up 25% in the last 9 days. Yeah, I texted my buddy probably about 9 days ago, and I said, don't sleep on platinum. You know what he did? I think he slept on platinum. I was like, you got to buy some platinum, dude. I don't think he bought any. But remember, guys, if you have, well, let's just say this. You should have at least 5% of your wealth in metals. So you guys should be buying platinum, even if it's just a little bit. You got to try to save. You got to try, okay? Do the best you can. And if you don't have any precious metals, that's okay, but you got to try. You got to get some precious metals. You got to get some gold and silver stocks. So, but yes, I do want to check out nickel. Okay, sorry guys, I'll check out the rest of the comments. But nickel right now, nickel is way down. It goes for like 15,000 a ton. I actually think nickel just popped in the last 2 or 3 days. I just checked it out yesterday, I think. Nickel price. Let's check out the price of nickel. Okay. $15,000. Yeah, it just popped. Let me show you. I am very, very, very bullish on nickel. Okay. Very bullish. Because at one time, it was like 50,000 per ton. And nickel, it appears that it's going to spike again. Here's the price of nickel. This is back when it spiked up after, right there, 2022. And now we're way down here. I believe we could spike up again to here. See this move right here? I think we could get another one like that. We could even go higher too. Okay? I think we're going to go higher. We're going to go up here. So, with nickel, very bullish on nickel. Let me show you something for nickels, okay? Because nickel, you got to have nickels. Well, I can't find it, but I do have a lot of nickels, okay? Oh, here it is. Look at all that nickel, guys. Yes, the chain's real. Look at all those nickels. And then look at these ones, too. All right, guys. So do I believe in nickel? Yeah. I believe in holding physical nickel. The physical metal. All right. Guys, hit that subscribe button, all right? Thank you. Thank you so much. I take all my financial advice from guys that wear their hats like that. Yeah, bro. I just did a video the other day and I said, you know, I told you guys to buy platinum when it was 900. And you guys didn't want to buy it because you didn't like the hat. But now platinum is over $2,400. That proves that the hat didn't matter. The appearance didn't matter. The fake chain didn't matter. Okay? So, guys, I would take financial advice from a homeless guy if he had a great idea. Okay? I listen to all different ideas. If a homeless guy told me to buy silver, I'm going to think, let me look that up. Should I buy silver? Do some research, you know? So it literally does not matter who gives you the idea, where the idea comes from. What matters is it a good idea? Is it a good investment? So a lot of you guys kind of need to check yourselves, I think, and really start thinking about wealth rather than negativity. So, do you have a discount for the Patreon? No. My Patreon is only $10. I do not need a discount because it's so cheap. It's cheap AF. And one of these stocks, well, some of them are starting to spike a little bit, but we still have time. Okay, guys. So the stocks for the Patreon, which are right here, these are for the mania phase. This is for when the retail public starts jumping onto silver and jumping onto gold. Right now, the retail public still has a portfolio that's mostly equities. But once the general public starts to say, okay, I need to buy some silver, some gold, that's what these are for. these will skyrocket, okay? Because how do I know that? Because they did after the last bull run, okay? I'll just show you very briefly, all right? So there's always a sequence to a gold bull run. Gold goes up first, then silver starts to go up, and then platinum starts to go up. First you have the big miners that go up, then the mid cap, then the small miners, and then it's the penny stocks. So I believe that we should be preparing for the penny stocks. We have time to prepare. We still have time, okay? So I'll show you the gold bull run, all right, here. This is when I started to buy gold, right there. And then the big stocks go, then the mid cap, then the small cap, and then right up here, the penny stocks go, okay? So what we're seeing now is the big ones went, now the mid caps, then the small ones, and once we get up here, that's what these ones are for. Once gold hits probably 6,000, 7,000, all of the gold penny stocks, I think they're going to explode. I think they're going to literally go crazy. You could buy a stock for $100 and it goes up to $10,000. You know what I mean? Or you could invest $100 into one of these penny stocks and it skyrockets in value and you make a fortune. This is what happens. It happens every time. The gold penny ones go up at the end. I also believe we should be looking at penny resource companies, okay? So stocks that not only are invested in gold exploration, but also exploration of lithium, nickel, cadmium, lead, all kinds of stuff. We got to look at penny exploration companies, okay? So this is where I'm turning my focus to find all of the best ones with the lowest share structure, the lowest floats in the share, the lowest amount of shares. Okay, love you. Did someone punch you? No, nobody has punched me. I had a pimple right here, but it's healing up pretty good. I get a lot of like pimples and stuff like that. I've always had acne. Brass chain, look it up. This chain is real, okay? Sometimes I say it's fake, you know, just for a joke. Cobalt, yes, cobalt. Cobalt was $11 and now it's $25. Yes, all of the rare earth minerals, all of the metals, the elements. I think the price of the elements will go up on the earth. Okay. The wolf, I want to buy a sub, but I only have $4. Dang it. First of all, you got to get more than $4. If you're trying to get rich, you got to get more than $4. Good thing there's 657 of these guys on YouTube who sell subs to different platforms. Who don't sell subs to different platforms. I don't know what that means. They sell their subscribers to a different platform? I'm not sure what that means. Thanks for the comment, though. But I just wish I knew what it meant, you know? So, guys, if you want to get rich, this is a channel for you. So let's take a look at gold right now. So as you can see, we're moving up quite nicely. 4,520. Okay? We were down here just 4,200 just a couple of weeks ago. So we're already way up here. So we're seeing a massive rally. Let's take a look at the price of platinum. P-L-A-T. Platinum is my favorite. You know, I like platinum. Well, I like silver than platinum. Platinum chart. Platinum is one of my favorites, guys. We got to get rich on platinum. Okay? All right. Here's platinum. So I told you guys to buy platinum right down here because I said platinum is the most slept on metal. Then boom, there we go. I was paying $900 an ounce, and now I have to pay $2,400 an ounce. Guys, I'm not too happy about that. I'm not too happy. I got to pay a lot more money to buy platinum now. Oh well, you got to keep buying it. You got to keep dollar cost averaging on the metals. Over time, platinum is going to go way, way higher. So I believe that the metals are one of the safest investments if you hold over time. Because I think we're at the point now where gold is beating the Dow Jones, silver is beating the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. And people would always say, the S&P 500 has done better than gold. I was like, yeah, but it's not going to do that forever. They're like, yeah, it will. I'm like, no. It looks like I was right. So you have all these YouTubers with over 100,000 subscribers that they don't know what they're talking about. And someone with only 4,000 subscribers, which is me, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So it just goes to show that your size of your audience does not matter. Sometimes the people with the smallest audiences are the most accurate in their calls. And I believe that they are, and many, many times. How aren't you rich yet? You made a lot of good calls. Who says I'm not? And what is rich to you? Who says I'm not rich? You said that. Why did you say that? I didn't tell you to say that. How much nickel is in a normal nickel coin? 25%. 25% nickel. 75% copper. That's why I like nickel so much, because they have nickel and copper. So they have two very good metals. Okay? So go to the bank, pick up a box of nickels, and you will have made an investment in a raw commodity. Okay? This is a very good investment to go to the bank and get nickels. Because pretty soon they're not going to have nickels anymore. Promise you that. They already took away the penny. Next, they're taking away the nickel. How do I know that? Because they're not going to skip the nickel and go right to the dime. Because they can make a dime for less than a dime. They're not going to take away the quarter either. Because they can produce a quarter for less than 25 cents. That's how I know they're going to get rid of the nickel. The nickel is next in line. Once they get rid of the nickel, I think you're going to see price of nickels soaring on the secondhand market. Okay? Look, this is the price of nickel. Look at it skyrocketed. If it does that again, dude, there's going to be a national coin shortage. More nickels. Okay? This is very true. They're going to take away the nickel probably in the next couple of years. All right? Right? So load up on your nickels. Your place and desk look poor. Well, I have a lot of papers that I write on. I got papers with so many different stocks, and you probably didn't see this. You probably didn't see that. You probably just looked at my desk, but you didn't see this stuff. But that's okay. So thank you for the comment. You said my desk looks poor. I have a PC here that costs about $1,000. And I could go buy a new one right now if I wanted to, and I could buy an even better PC. How rich are you out of 10? I'm not really going to say how rich I am, because I don't think that's right for me to say that I've got so much money and you don't. That's going to make me look bad. You're trying to get me caught up into something, and I don't think I like it, okay? So I believe in wealth building over time. Your wealth should be going up every year. Every year you should be buying more dividend stocks. You should be buying more gold stocks every year. You should be buying more junior miners every year, okay? And I believe that the gold and silver junior miners could still go up 5 to 10x from here, okay? And I believe that gold could still go up 5 to 10x from here. Silver could still go up 5x. Silver is only $77 right now. I think we're going to 300. Okay, guys, this is the real deal. This is the real deal. Not financial advice. Bro, you look so dope. Thank you. A lot of people don't like the way I look, but I think I do look pretty dope. This is my gold chain, which is now, the value of this is skyrocketing. It's going through the roof. This has got about an ounce of gold in it. So, and I'm not selling it, guys. I am not selling any gold. If anything, I'm going to try to buy more gold. Okay? Even if I can only buy 5 grams of gold at a time. Buy what you can. Okay? You got to buy what you can. Don't be depressed just because you can't afford an ounce. You have to do what you can in life. Okay? So, and if you can't afford gold, then buy silver. Silver is the poor man's gold. And there's a lot of poor men out there that will turn to silver once they finally understand this stuff, that silver is going to go through the roof, you know? We're only seeing the very beginnings of what silver can do. Imagine that. This is just the very beginning, guys. You still have time. If you buy silver now at $77, sure, we could take a dip. We could go back down to 30 bucks. But I think over time, we're going to 300. And are we going to dip back to $30? I really don't think so, okay? But yeah, it is a possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're at the low right now. This is the low, $77 silver. I don't think we're going to go much lower. In my humble, unbiased professional opinion, silver is as low as it's going to go right now. You might never see silver below where it is now. Okay? Never. Bro, you're so rad. Thank you. I try to be rad. I'm a rad dad. I'm not a dad. I'm a rad dude. I have a house and 2 rental properties. Wow. That's good. I'm trying to buy some. I've made some money in the gold and the silver stocks and all that because I got my Patreon and all the stocks are on there. I made enough money that I'm going to be looking for some rental properties. But first, I'm waiting for the housing market to crash. I believe that the housing market will crash probably in 2026 or 2027. And that's when I'm going to be looking to buy land. And I might even want to start my own mobile home park. I think that'd be a good business idea. I'm going to be looking for about maybe 10 to 15 acres. And then I want to build mobile homes. And then I'm just going to charge people a lot rent. And I'll just live in like the biggest, the best mobile home. I'll be like the king of the mobile homes, you know. That's one of my ideas that I just got floating around in my head, you know. And that idea might become a reality very, very soon. I'm going to be the king of the mobile homes. I'm going to paint my mobile home with gold. Gold paint. Buy real estate in the countries that mass immigrated, then sell it back to them at 4 times the price. This guy knows what he's doing. Copper. I'm a big believer on copper. Silver stackers. I'm a single silver stacker. I don't have a woman right now, so I am a single stacker. I got into it before the housing boom. Yeah, you got a good deal then. You made money. Yeah, that's good for you. You got to get in on these assets at the right time. That's the key. And I think we're still early in the silver game, but I was pounding the table telling you guys to buy silver for the past 3 years. Turns out I was right, you know? So guys, if there ever was a channel that you guys wanted to get in on, where the information is top notch. All right, guys, so please hit that subscribe button because you've come to the right place if you're into investing. We also talk about stocks on here and precious metals and cryptocurrency. Right now, I believe crypto is very cheap. I believe the meme coins are extremely cheap. Okay, so right now I'm putting some of my money into the meme coins, like Shiba Inu, Pepe. And remember, what I said was silver and Shiba Inu are 2 of the best investments. So far, I've been right on silver. You can't deny it. I've been 100% right on silver. And I'm going to be right on Shiba Inu as well. Okay? Going to be right on both of them. Silver and Shiba Inu. Mark my words. Silver is going to go to the moon, and Shiba Inu is going to go to the moon, okay? Remember this video. Silver and Shiba Inu. Don't forget this video, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Because I think we're going to see some wonderful things come out of silver and Shiba. Most traders on YouTube show proof of gains. I don't think that they do. I never seen David Morgan show his portfolio. I don't even think I've seen the Market Sniper. The Market Sniper actually does not show his portfolio. I've never seen Jim Rogers show his. I've never seen Michael Burry show his. I've never seen a lot of people show their real portfolios. Yeah, they usually don't. Some do, but they're probably fake. Because if you show your real portfolio, I do believe that is foolish. That's very foolish because that's personal information. The less personal information you give, the better. Okay, guys? So please don't give any more bad comments like that. So, bro, you look like a millionaire. Yeah, I'm not trying to look rich. I don't, I don't want people to know if I have any money at all, really, You should obviously have money, but don't let everyone know that you're rich, okay? Because then people are going to want your money. The first thing they find out the first thing they do when they find out you're rich is they're going to ask you for money. And then when you don't give it to them, they're going to feel resentment towards you, okay? So guys, don't tell your friends you're into gold and silver. Don't tell your friends that you're buying these stocks on my Patreon, because for one, they're not even going to believe you that it's going to work. They're not going to believe you. They're going to try to discourage you. And then you're not going to join my Patreon, and then you could miss out on huge gains. I just did a Patreon video, and I said these penny stocks could 10 to 80x. And I really believe that's going to happen. So don't tell your friends you're into this stuff. Don't tell your friends you even watch me, because they're just going to discourage you. They're not going to believe in it. They're going to say, gold and silver, nah, I'm buying NVIDIA. That's what they do. They buy Tesla, NVIDIA, and they say, I don't want gold and silver. But guess what? You think Tesla and NVIDIA buy gold and silver? Hell yeah. Tesla and NVIDIA have to get a lot of silver. But yet you would rather buy their stock rather than the commodity. I think it's better to buy the commodity. It's much safer to buy silver and gold. So he says, John, don't lie. Shoot. Dollar Tree. What do you mean this is a future doctor, lawyer for sure? I'm not trying to be a doctor or lawyer. I'm just trying to be an investor, That's what I am doing with my life. I have become an investor. All right. I think that is a good career to pursue. It is very stressful. At times it gets very stressful. And you're going to make a lot of mistakes. If you want to become an investor, you're going to do things like sell too soon. Or you're going to sell too late. It's going to skyrocket and then it's going to drop and then you're going to sell. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. But over time, you're going to make fewer and fewer and fewer mistakes. And your net worth is going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay? So I do believe that every man and woman should invest. I definitely believe that. You guys should be doing what's called pay yourself first, which means as soon as you get your paycheck, you invest some of that money, okay? So like, let's say, let's say this is your paycheck, okay? You just got paid from your job. 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably about $900. As soon as your job pays you your $900, say, okay, I'm going to pay myself first. I'll take 200 and I'm going to put this money into the stocks on John's Patreon, which are, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but that's what you do. You pay yourself first. You buy a lot of the stocks on my Patreon, and then you pay your bills with the rest. That way you're going to be building your net worth. You pay yourself first, you're going to be growing and building. You're going to be building wealth. Okay? I don't like XRP, no. I like it at a certain price. Yeah. Oh yeah. At 50 cents, I love XRP. I'll buy the heck out of it at 50 cents. Okay? So yes, I do like XRP at the right price. Yeah, for sure, dude. I like any asset if it's at the right price. Investing into meme coins, you got to be dumb and broke. No, I have made money on the meme coins before, okay? And they're very easy for me to understand because it's just like, I come from the world of penny stocks. Meme coins are the penny stocks of crypto. So I have a full grasp, a full understanding of all the meme coins. And right now, I think it's the best time to buy. All right? For sure. It's a really good time to buy meme coins because it's a depressed asset. Everybody is looking at other things right now. And Bitcoin is down. Bitcoin is like the mommy of the cryptos. When Bitcoin's down, the meme coins are down a lot. Okay, so that's where we want to focus right now. Is we want to take our focus away from Bitcoin and towards the meme coins. All right, not financial advice, but yes, that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I've made a lot of money on meme coins, so I know what I'm doing. And I told you guys that the time to sell was last December. So I give very good tips about when to sell, when to buy the meme coins, and I've been right. So if you guys want to get more about cryptos, what meme coins to buy, you can join my Patreon. It's only $10. All right. Hit subscribe button, guys. John, I'm sorry, you're right about a lot, but Shiba isn't going to do shit. I'm telling you guys, silver, gold, Shiba Inu. Okay? I know we disagree, dude. It's okay to disagree. But just remember that I said that. I'm the one that said it. Silver, gold, Shiba Inu. Okay? I know you disagree with me, but just remember that I said that. Just like, remember when I told you to buy platinum when platinum was 900 an ounce. And I'm telling you right now to buy Shiba. Okay? Remember this stuff. Because I guarantee you're going to, when Shiba Inu skyrockets, you're going to come back and you're going to say, okay, John, I'm willing to listen to you now. And I'm going to say, I don't want to help you anymore because you didn't believe me. No, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'm willing to help anyone. Okay? That's just self-manifestation. I do believe in manifestation, okay? I do believe in that. It is true. Every day when I'm working at Burger King, I'm doing the dishes, and I talk to myself. I say, I'm going to get rich. You're going to get rich. You're going to get rich. And I repeat the same thing over and over and over and over. And what's happening? I'm getting rich, okay? So you can manifest your future destiny. Manifest your destiny. Guy doesn't look rich, he looks swag. Yeah, I'm trying to look swag. I'm swagalicious. Swag. I got the swag, guys. Let's get it. Rich means having your own apartment for this guy. I have my own apartment, yes. I was living in my sister's basement. But then I got into investing. I got into self-manifestation. I manifested this apartment. I said, a lot of the times I said, I got to get my own apartment. I got to get my own place. I'm going to do what it takes. Every day I said, I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to keep on investing. I'm going to keep buying gold, keep buying silver. And now here I am. I got my own place. It works, guys. It works. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself you're going to be successful. You're going to do it. You can do it. You're smarter than them. You're smarter than them. Do it. You can manifest a better future. Okay? I'm telling you the secrets, guys. The secrets to success. You need to spend money on hair transplants. This guy reminds me of a pyramid scheme. Meaning of rich is different for everyone. Yes. For some people, rich means that you have enough rice to feed your family. For me, rich would be like, I have $5 million. That's rich. Okay? Yeah, rich is somewhere in the millions. It's got to be in the millions. And also, to some people, rich means that you have a fulfilling life. You may be poor, but you may be rich in your family. Maybe your wife doesn't care if you're broke. You know what I mean? But guess what, guys? Most women don't want you to be broke. Women don't. That's one of my favorite catchphrases. Don't date broke guys, okay? I always say that. So you got to focus on money because women don't like to date broke guys. What in the 2008 Soulja Boy? Soulja Boy. I love that song. Soulja Boy's awesome. Everything you're saying is on point. Thank you. I appreciate that. I followed this guy's advice. I'm broke now and my wife divorced me. Okay, we don't, every case is not a success case. Maybe this guy really did go broke, but he definitely didn't buy the gold stocks like I said to. If you went broke, dude, you did not listen to one thing that I said, okay? But thank you for following me, and I'm sorry about your wife. And I hope that if you start listening to me, your wife should come back, okay? I invested all my money in collectible Teletubbies. I hope you make money. This guy not practicing what he preaches. If he did, there would be no cash to flaunt. It would be invested. Yeah, I'm going to invest this. I'm going to invest it, yes. I have to put this in the bank and then transfer it, yes. And then buy the stocks on my Patreon. Thanks, homie. I followed your advice, and now my wife left me and took the kids. Now I'm at McDonald's begging for a job. He's not telling the truth, okay? He's lying. What about the grasp of how to wear a hat? Stay away from Bitcoin, meme coins. You will buy the trailer of your dreams following this grifter. Yes. I'm going to buy my own trailer park. I seen him in the bushes playing pocket pool while I took my kids to the park, and he ran when I seen... Wow. He's going to invest in... Oh, you can't say the stuff like that. I was happily married for 31 years until my wife had kidney cancer in May. And he's not going to get married again. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. That's so depressing. Kidney cancer. Well, I think you'll meet her again in heaven. He plays the blank flute. I can't comment like that. Oh, shoot. I just put him in timeout for 24 hours. I will do that. Usually I give like a 10-second timeout, but I just put that guy in a timeout for 24 whole hours. Fentanyl got you. Oh, you can't say fentanyl. I'm gonna time him out for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, yeah. I think the moderators are asleep, so I have to do the job. But that's okay. I like to do it. Let's go, guys. Yeah. Machiavelli. MX Cavelli. I know. Yeah, dude, I'm leveling up. I'm definitely leveling up on my silver ETF. It's called AGQ. All right, Machiavelli, you know I used to talk about that one. AGQ. You can't deny it. This guy knows that I'm legit. That I came out of the basement, now I got my own place. Now what happens next? I gotta actually buy a home and pay cash. That's what's coming next. And a lot of you guys don't believe it's gonna happen. You don't think I can go any higher. I'm like a stock. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna crash and burn. No. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go up and go up. We gotta keep leveling up. Okay? Keep on leveling up. Yeah, this guy, I was basically living out of a garage, and this guy was watching me, and he's still here. So I do appreciate that, dude. I just got a message from a Patreon viewer who said that they've been on my Patreon for like a couple of years, which is really cool. And I hope he's making money. I really hope he's... And he said he was making a lot of money, yes, but he got sidetracked from another stock. He bought a different stock. He put a lot of money into this other stock, and it wasn't a gold stock. Guys, the only stocks I'm really, really looking at is gold stocks. Yes, there's other stocks that I like, oil stocks. There's other stocks that I like, but really the best thing is gold and silver, okay? That's the only thing that's really safe. A lot of these other stocks are going to be very risky, but the precious metals, that's the safest place to be, okay? Mod me then. Oh. Okay. Sorry, dude. I should have made you a moderator a long time ago. But I'm not thinking about that. I don't think about that stuff. I only make someone a moderator like if they ask. So I just made you a managing moderator, which I think we have 2 of now. Another guy that's been here for a long time is a managing moderator. But platinum seems like it's topping out a little bit right now. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, the metals seem to be topping out for the day now, probably. Gold's at 4,529. And what's silver at right now? Gee. Forget about it, guys. Forget about it. It's up to 78. Jeez. So silver is still playing catch up. Okay, we got to see that gold to silver ratio is going to come down. Right now, the gold to silver ratio is, I think, about 61 62 to 1. And I still believe that that's going to get cut in half. And if that happened right now, that would put silver at about 140. So yes, silver is definitely going to 140. And then obviously gold's going to go a lot higher. So that ratio, it's going to put silver at $200-300. Okay? Silver's going to $200-300. Could we crash a little bit? Yes, we could. Certainly. Silver, it's going to have a correction. It's going to have a pullback. You know, yeah, you could reduce some positions now. If you really wanted to, you could reduce some of your gold and silver positions a little bit. I believe in selling on the way up. So when the price goes up a whole lot, I think that it is a good idea sometimes to sell a little bit. And then the price goes up more in the next 6 months. You could sell a little bit more. And then you could put that money towards depressed assets, such as the meme coins, especially oil, and especially oil. Okay, if you don't want to invest in any crypto, I get it. Gold investors typically hate crypto. They absolutely hate crypto. Guess what? I hate crypto too, but I want to make money. And I think the meme coins are cheap, and I think they're going to go back up. Okay? Even though I hate XRP, I'd still buy it if it goes down to 40, 50 cents. You know, we got to make money. We got to focus on where the money is. So whenever something is way, way, way down, you know I'm going to be taking a look at it. Okay? Right now, I'm loading up on, I like Shiba Inu, Pepe, and Bonk. And ICP. I don't think I bought any. I think I'm going to, my automatic purchase is going to go through in a couple days on ICP. I don't know when it's going to go through. It's going to go through soon. But yeah, we got to buy some more ICP. Right now, all the eyes are kind of focused on gold, silver, platinum, and crypto is an afterthought. But what goes down must come up. Okay? So crypto is way down. I think it's going to come back up. Copper is $4. No, copper is a lot more than $4, dude. Copper is $5 and what? 70 cents today? Let's see what copper's at. Copper. 583, okay? I have said that when these gold and silver markets top, copper should be at least $7 or $8. 7, you know? So we still got a long ways to go on gold and silver. We're going to be looking for signs of the top, obviously, or a short-term top. Right now, I'm not seeing any signs. I'm seeing signs that gold and silver are going to go even higher, and copper is going to go higher. Oh, wait, this guy, a real-life crypto bro. Yeah, I'm a crypto bro, yes. I cannot believe it. This is a gold mine of cringe content. This is incredible. I'm going viral by clipping your cringe rants, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay, dude. You can clip my stuff all you want because those clips are going to put me out there. And then people are going to come back to my channel and they're going to say, wow, this guy looks funny, but he's freaking legit. That's what they're going to say. When people first see me, they say, oh, this guy doesn't know shit. That's what they say. But then if you watch me for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, then they say, oh shit, this guy is way ahead of his time. This guy is way ahead of everybody else. So yeah, take clips of my videos, put them out there as much as you can. It's just going to help my channel in the long run, okay? And a lot of the stuff that I say is good. So the more you clip my videos and put it out there, I think that is going to be helpful for a lot of people. Okay? So Trailer Park Vanilla Ice. Malibu's Most Wanted. Yeah, people call me B-Rabbit. I like that. B-Rabbit. But give this a like. Give this a like and I'll show you. That guy wants to be made a mod, maybe. I'll just keep, and people are saying wild stuff. Okay, I'll show you where I buy silver and gold. So, it's called Provident Metals. And I've been talking about Provident Metals for 2 to 3 years, okay? Because I think this is the best. I think they got the best prices, all right? So I'll show you. Silver, called Provident Metals. You can call them right there. Provident Metals. So let's just say I want to look at kilo bars, okay? Jeez. 2600 for a kilo. 26. This one's only 25. But guess what, guys? They're all out of stock. They only have 3 in stock. 1, 2, 3. All other kilos are out of stock, okay? Now let's check out 1 ounce rounds. They have a lot of these. They're selling for 81 bucks. That's how much they're selling for, guys. I like these, you know, Sunshine Mint. Also, these are good. They're varied. So you get random ones. They're all random. So, yeah. They got a lot of silver ounces in stock. A lot of silver in stock. Well, for the 1 ounce rounds. Let's see if they have any 100 ounce bars. I don't think they do. They don't even have a spot for it anymore. You used to be able to buy 100 ounce bars, but I think those are all gone. Yeah, they're all gone. And it's gone. I think my battery's getting a little bit weak. That's why I can't keep up. Gold crash soon. I don't think gold's going to crash soon. Wow. Buying at the top forever. Yeah, you're going to have... Yeah, it's going to keep going up. I think your arms are getting too swole. You think? They aren't. My arms are not getting any bigger because I'm not eating enough. Okay? Guys, I know I'm all about working out and I want to get bigger so you guys can see increases in my size, you know, and it's not working because I work so much that I don't really have enough time to even eat. Okay? I had to work like the last 7 days in a row at Burger King. And when I go to Burger King, all I eat is I get usually 3 Whopper patties. I don't eat the bread because I don't think bread is healthy. And then when I come home, I just eat like a couple of cans of sardines. I don't really have enough time to cook right now, so my body is, my muscles are actually atrophying a little bit. But in the future, I'm going to try to get bigger, okay? I'm going to try to gain a lot of size, a lot of strength in the future, all right? So if you stick by this channel, I am going to try to transform my body the best I can and try to get jacked, all right? Your hair is getting thinner. Yeah, it's going to get thinner. That's part of life. Yeah. It's all about genetics too. If I got bad hair genetics, you know, that's just the way it goes. But I got other genetics that are good. You know, I'm an ectomorph, which means I always look lean. I look fairly aesthetic. And I got good genetics for a good brain. I hope. I think I do. I got good brain genetics. I don't even know where to begin to invest. You don't know where to begin? Okay, I'll just tell you. If I were you, I would get a brokerage account, which is basically a stock account. Okay? So E-Trade is one. So you can go on etrade.com, call them on the phone, and say, I want to open a brokerage account. Okay? That's what you do. Number 2, buy a little bit of silver. Buy a little bit of silver. All right? Number 3, I think you should get a Roth IRA. Okay? That's 1, 2, 3. And you should save up cash. It's called an emergency fund. Save up some cash. That way, if you lose your job, you don't have to sell your investments. That's the biggest thing. People always get the best investments, but then they have to sell it because they lost their job or because they had a big bill, whatever. So you got it. Before you even buy stocks, maybe you should save up a little bit for an emergency fund. Okay? I know so many people that had to sell their Shiba Inu and we're at rock bottom prices. And I think Shiba Inu is going to skyrocket. So these people, they're going to look back in 5 years and they're going to say, I wish I didn't sell my Shiba Inu. I sold it at the rock bottom. You know what I mean? But if you don't know where to begin, dude, just know that you need to diversify. So maybe 1 week, put $100 into crypto. Then the next week, put $100 into silver. And then the next week, put $100 into an oil stock, like Petro Brazil. The ticker symbol for that is called PBR, Petro Brazil. Okay? And then the next week, maybe you buy crypto again. And then the next week, you buy silver again. You just keep repeating it. Okay? That's what you do. And then you try to get a better job. You try to work overtime. And then before you know it, you're going to be putting in 200 stocks, 200 crypto, 200 silver. Okay? So you got to keep leveling up. So that's what I would say to you, dude. Yeah, the chart's wild. Look at the platinum chart's wild. Platinum is skyrocketing as I said it would. Platinum is going to become more expensive than gold. But that's only during the mania phase, okay? Right now we're seeing like an initial starting of the buildup of the mania phase, but it hasn't officially begun yet. Because I think retail is just so asleep at the wheel. And they're only just, this is going to be a long trade, guys. You got to understand. Slowly, people are going to start getting more gold and silver in their portfolio. Very slowly. It's going to start slow and then it's going to go faster. And I think that just for a couple ounces of gold, you're going to be able to buy the Dow. Balding means you're one horny dude. Yeah, it means you have high test. As a blank man, I appreciate all the guys talking about their hair. You don't know what the word aesthetic means. I'm not even into stocks or crypto like that. I just watch this guy level up. Yeah. You can just, I mean, I think you should get into it though. Do it. You know you should have bought silver and gold when I told you to. You know you should have. But that's okay. In life, you're going to be handed many investment opportunities. This is just one. On this channel, there's going to be many, many more things. So if you're missing the gold and silver rally, that's okay. You know why? The real bull market's going to be in oil. Oil could blow gold and silver out of the water, okay? And I know a lot of the best oil investments, such as NRGU. NRGU. This is going to be an insane play to buy option calls on the NRGU before oil skyrockets, okay? So that's one possibility. Remember, options are very risky, okay? And we do have a lot of oil stocks that are going to skyrocket, okay? On my Patreon, I have the big 5 oil stocks. And yes, I believe in all those, okay? Show us your hat collection. Olive oil, yes. Olive oil. I just picked this one up. Yeah. A little bit. Good. It's good. Tastes like cod liver oil. My grandma used to make us take cod liver oil. At least someone tried to keep us healthy, you know? My grandparents taught me how to eat healthy. So they did a lot for me. Yeah. Aren't we about to jack this whale in oil? Yeah. Yeah. You find it like, no. I think war is going to break out. The big thing for oil is war. Okay, the inflation, both of which are coming. Okay, so I think, and also, we can't go to fully electric We can't go to fully electric vehicles and get away from gasoline because that's going to take too long. The grid cannot support every car going electric. The grid cannot support us going green. Not right now, okay? Not right now. So I think oil is still going to have its day. Oil is going to go up to $400 a barrel. What do you think is going to happen to oil stocks? They're going to go through the roof. The only problem is a lot of oil stocks are still trading at prices as if oil was still $100 a barrel or $80 a barrel. But the ones that I have, the big five on my Patreon, these are not trading as if oil was $80 a barrel. These are trading as if oil is like $30 a barrel. Okay? So I have the key oil stocks, and they're cheap. They're cheap. Now, if you want gold stocks, you got to pay up for them right now. But we, on this channel, we look at everywhere we can make money, everything. Oil stocks are going to be a gold mine, okay? Mark my words. I was right about silver. If you guys really want to start making money, guys, oil stocks. Dollar cost average on oil stocks, but you got to get specific ones. You can't buy BP, you can't buy Shell, you can't buy ExxonMobil. These are the garbage ones. I filter through all the garbage companies, and I give you guys the best, okay? $10 a month, join a Patreon. Yeah, when we take Venezuelan oil, I think that might piss off China, and that's going to piss off the whole, there's going to be a massive war. And I know there's going to be a massive war, because Trump said that there wasn't. Everything is the opposite, okay? Everything. Great engagement today. Not really. We only have 13 viewers in here. Will AMC run soon? AMC just reached an all-time low. And yes, I own AMC stock, okay? And I'm losing money on it, okay? Yeah, I'm underwater on my AMC. But I think AMC is for the mania phase, okay? When the mania phase hits, all penny stocks are going to hit too. Not just these particular ones on my Patreon. There's going to be a lot of penny stocks that hit, all right? AMC, I do believe, is going to be one of them. We're going to see a resurgence in the meme stocks. This is what AMC is. It's a meme stock. So, yes, AMC is really going down. $1.70. And there's going to be a lot of good movies coming out. So I believe it's dumping before it's pumped. I believe AMC is going to pump, yes. So I hold AMC. And right now, option calls on AMC are pretty cheap. Option calls, AMC is only $1.70 a share. You can get options extremely cheap. One option call lets you control 100 shares of the stock. 100 shares, okay? He called ice on his neighbors. Yeah, they do the sexual comments. Yeah, they love to do that. He told me, yeah, I'll just give this guy a timeout. Only thing I get those hoes, we get. What's up? I'll just give this guy a little timeout. I don't mind doing some timeouts. This guy said the G word. I'm giving him a timeout. You got to give a lot of timeouts on this channel. It sucks, but we get a lot of jokers. I get it. Everyone wants to joke around. But you know, you will be banned. Yeah. You will be banned. You get money for every hater. I wish I did. But let's check out a few stocks. How much AMC should I buy? I have $850. Well, first of all, if you don't have any silver, spend that money on silver. If you already have a ton of silver, a ton of gold, a ton of platinum, then you could buy some AMC. You know, you got to get a good base first. The base of your portfolio, I believe, should be physical metals. Okay? And then I think we're talking, you know, dividend stocks. Stocks like AMC, these should be a very small percentage of your portfolio, because these are the riskiest of the risky. And you may not even want to buy AMC because it might be too risky for you, okay? AMC is definitely not for everybody. And many people would consider it foolish investment. I would too. AMC is very foolish unless we get that mania phase. Then it's going to look like you're a genius, you know? But for people, I think AMC is just too risky. If you're a beginner, AMC is just too risky. You got to build that base first of the precious metals, okay? I only have 75 silver coins, 1922 to 1924. 3 10-ounce bars. Oh, that's a good amount. You got 30 ounces right there. 150K set aside for investments, but have yet to pull the trigger. Well, load up on some silver, gold, platinum. Get some oil stocks. Yeah, dude, that cash is going to lose value. You gotta find a place to put it. You gotta put it to work. Okay, make your money work for you. More engagement, the better for channel. Yes. What is a good amount of gold and silver? I think you should hold 30% in gold and silver. So if you have if you're worth $100,000, I think that you should have 30,000 in the precious metals. So you could say, 15,000 in silver, 7,500 in gold, and 7,500 in platinum, something like that. Yeah. So I believe 30% of your money should be in the precious metals. Okay? Physical metal, not stocks, physical metal. So you got to build up that base of physical. Nice juice here. Got to help with RQ. 6-7. Why are you drinking olive oil? It's healthy. It's very healthy. Everybody should drink olive oil a little bit each day, okay? I would say gold and silver should be 10 to 14% of your portfolio. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Obviously I think I'm right because I told you guys gold and silver should be a much higher percentage of your portfolio before the big move, So obviously I was right. I was guaranteed that I was correct. And I'm still saying that they should be a large portion of your portfolio. Even after that they have come up in value so fast. I still think you should have a lot of precious metals, for sure. Okay? Who owns the pawn shop? 80 by New Year's. I would say yeah. Copper is $5.83, almost $6 copper. Let me take a look at some stocks today, okay, guys? REI. Is that a stock? So today, the S&P 500 is basically flat. The Dow Jones is up 24 points, basically flat. Oh, it's actually, okay. Well, it looks like all the stock markets are down a little bit. They're all down just a little, so. And as I said, the NRGU, this is the 3X oil. And this is down to $16.84. I will be following the NRGU from this point on this channel because there's going to be a very good opportunity, okay? Look what happened to AGQ. That's 2X. Let me show you. And this one's 3X. 3X oil. And oil didn't move yet, okay? This is AGQ right here. So this is the big move before. And now here's the big move starting. So we should come up here, a little bit up to here maybe, and then we'll probably come back down, So I do think we're going to keep going up. So right now it's at 199. I told you guys to buy it right back here. From probably here to here, I was telling you guys to buy it. And now we popped. So guys, if you want to make money, hit that subscribe button. But there is no guarantees, okay? And if you actually buy the stocks that I'm buying, you could lose everything. You could go broke. Okay? I got to put that out there as a disclaimer. You could lose everything and end up in the poorhouse. Do you know Ape Father? No, I don't. I have Bitcoin. I have 58 gold coins, 100 silver coins, and I have... Yeah, this guy's got crypto and precious metals. Sold my pound of platinum for $98,000. No. I don't think you could sell it for that much, bro. Why is olive oil healthy? Well, let me show you. Total fat, 14 grams of fat. That's why it's healthy, because it has 14 grams of fat. And these are healthy fats, monounsaturated fats. Okay? So you got to get your olive oil, because your cell membranes, you know how many cells are in your body? You have over 100 trillion cells. All are, they have high quality fats, so omega fatty acids. Okay? So you want to get enough healthy fats. If you don't, it's going to affect the health of your entire system. Okay? So you got to get olive oil. I believe olive oil is one of the healthiest fats. Okay? I accidentally bent the shit out of my joint. How do I fix it? Oh, fair market was 110. I'm surprised you sold it, you know? Why would you sell platinum when it's just starting to go? I expect platinum to go higher than gold. So why would you sell your platinum? You know, I really want to question that decision. I don't think that's a good decision. I think that's a very poor decision. I think you probably could have made $200,000. But everyone is so eager to sell. Okay, I always say that. You know, people are very greedy. So that's why they want to sell, because of that greed. And they're also, they don't have the patience. They're sick of waiting. So, dude, if you waited, you could have had $200,000 or $300,000. But instead, you settled for 98. I think that was a bad decision. In my personal opinion, I think that was one of the worst decisions that you have actually made in your life. I think you're going to look back and you're going to say that was the worst things I ever did, was to sell my platinum. Okay, that's going to be the worst thing you ever did in your whole life, possibly. You can't see it now, but you'll see it in the future. So, what's going on with silver? With silver, it's skyrocketing because the use cases are exploding because of AI. Crypto miners, 5G, solar panels, the new Samsung electric battery, that's in the news a lot too. So electric cars are going to use way more silver. The grid, the electric grid throughout the whole country. Also, Africa, Africa, for years, probably for 30 years, I have been saying that Africa will go electric. I've been believing this for, not for 30 years, but for 25 years, since I was probably 15 or 16 years old. I said that Africa was going to become a more developed nation, and they're going to use way more silver, way more copper. And now my prediction from 25 years ago is coming true. Africa is rapidly expanding. So sometimes, guys, you're going to make a prediction and it's going to take a long time to play out, okay? But yes, silver is skyrocketing, partially, I think, because Africa. And I think now the world knows that Africa is really starting to expand. Yeah, Africa. Silver in Africa. Do not forget about Africa, okay? Africa is going to cause the metals to skyrocket. I'm telling you, Africa, they're going to get cars, they're going to expand their grid. And Africa, it's big, it's big. So I'm telling you, the whole world is becoming more reliant on copper, nickel, lead, zinc, gold, silver, okay? The entire world. This is crazy, okay? You guys got to start listening to me. You got to start listening, especially when it comes to Africa, okay? Yeah, Diddy. I'm the next Diddy. Let's go, guys. Oh, it does work good as a lubricant. Yes. I'm just a normal dude. Man, I inherited it on hard times with 3-year-old man. You're just a normal dude. Okay. Yeah. People, the poor will sell. Yeah, you're poor. And I get it. You're very poor. You needed to sell that platinum. Being poor will keep you poor. You got to get a rich mindset. And you didn't have to sell that, dude. You could have got a part-time job. You didn't have to sell. Why did you sell? You know, why did you sell? Damn it. We lost another one, guys. Someone sold their platinum. Yeah, it's because you need the money, dude. I get it. But that's wrong. You shouldn't have to do that. You should have found another way. You should have found another way. Money is numbers, and numbers never end. It takes money to be happy. Your search for happiness will never end. I'm already happy, bro. Does olive oil help with your joints? Yes. I heard silver is skyrocketing because Samsung is developing a new battery technology that requires silver. Yes. I first broke the silence on the new Samsung battery probably over a year ago. So yes, I've been talking about the new battery. Yes. You get advice from someone who wears a hat like that. That's kind of why this is a funny channel, because a lot of the stuff that I say, it comes out to be true. And it's like, oh, this guy doesn't know. Yeah, I know. I know what's happening in the world, okay? I keep up on this stuff every day. Gold and silver prediction for 2026. I think silver's going to hit 100 and gold's going to hit 5,000. And those are minimum numbers. That's my minimum. Minimum. Hey, I'm tracking Santa Claus on my live stream. I used to wear a hat like that, but then I stopped trying so hard. Nice camera. Some of the smartest people wear hats. I agree, dude. I agree. Some of the smartest people wear hats. I'm living proof. I am the proof of this. Thank you, brother. Keep up the good work. Yes, I'm going to keep it up, guys. I'm going to keep it up. But I need you guys to help grow my channel, you know? So if you think you know anyone who might be interested in investing, if you want, you could share this video with them. I would really appreciate it. Because I'm trying to blow up, guys. I'm trying to blow up. My mango is to blow up. So guys, help me blow up, all right? Share this video with your friends, your family, your grandma, your aunts, your uncles. What is your net worth? I don't share that. Soldier boy, appropriate question. Giving him a 10-second timeout. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. Oh yes, I try to gain as much wisdom as I can. I'm always reading, trying to learn more. Yes, wisdom is better than money. Because if you lose all your money, but you have the wisdom, you can gain that money back. So yes, very smart, dude. Bob Marley. Coming at us with a Bob Marley quote. That's pretty cool. I actually have a Bob Marley CD. But I don't listen to Bob Marley, though. I really don't listen to him. But I know a lot of people like him. Tell Ape Father Commander 35 cent, ya bro. You looks like the catcher of the Seattle Mariners. Bob Marley got nerve to talk. Good old Bob Marley. Look at that, guys. This is for my next silver purchase. I'm going to go buy some silver, probably later today. Going over to the coin dealer, see what he's got in stock. Usually I go to Provident Metals, but I want to go to an actual dealer and I want to talk to him and see how their business is doing. So we got a nice dealer a couple towns over. I'm going to stop by there and see. And maybe he'll give me a good deal too. He might sell me silver cheaper than Provident Metals. You never know. If you have a good dealer, well, a good dealer is worth his weight in gold. That looks like what's left on my pay after my bills. Yeah, good. That's really good. How much gold do you got? That's the real question, though. How much silver do you got? That's the real question. You seem broke. How much do you need? I need $1 million, okay? Please give a super chat, guys, for 1 million. Yeah. We got to get some super chats, guys. We got to do it, okay? Somebody got to give a super chat. Who's going to do it? Who's going to give me a super chat first? Scared to read my comments. I'm in for a few of those bucks. I'll give you this one. Benjamin. Can you believe it takes 45 of these to buy 1 ounce of gold? And it almost takes one of these to buy 1 ounce of silver. Silver is 70 whatever, guy. I don't even know. Silver is going up so fast. I don't even know what it's at. It's like 77 or something like that, or 78. Dude, it's 78.43. I told you guys silver was going to go. I told you. 78.44, boy. Watch this. Boom. Booyah. Bro, did I not tell you all to buy silver? For the past 3 years, I said silver was the most undervalued asset on the planet. Come on, guys. I need a little bit more love than that on this channel. Hit that like button because I'm out here doing my best to tell you guys about silver and gold, okay? Hit that like button, guys. Is money and gold your hobby? Yeah. My hobbies are working out and investing. That's my hobbies. I really don't get a lot of time to see business, and we don't really have time to hang out. My other buddy, he's always busy. He's doing drugs and stuff like that, so I don't really hang out with him anymore. So it's just me. I'm just sit here in my own apartment, and I research investments. I research the housing market. I research all kinds of stuff. And I have a full-time job as well. So I'm a full-time YouTuber, full-time investor, and I have a full-time job. And I personally have 3 accounts that I manage. I personally have 3 accounts that I'm trying to build and grow. And I'm into a lot of stocks and stuff. Gold stocks, silver stocks, okay? YouTuber is not a job. Yes, it is. Yes. Being a YouTuber is actually one of the hardest jobs. And I respect a lot of the other YouTubers because I know how hard they work. Okay? Especially guys that are telling you about silver because they're doing good work. They're trying to save you, like the Silver Slayer, okay? A lot of these silver channels, they're really doing a good thing. So that's what I believe I'm doing a good thing. 58 gold coins, 100 silver coins, and Bitcoin dropped to 89. What do you think of Bitcoin? I don't think Bitcoin, it was a great investment over the past, but I think going into future, Bitcoin's going to have diminishing returns. There's a law of diminishing returns. And I think this law applies to Bitcoin. The gains on Bitcoin are not going to be as big as they were in the past. So I don't really like Bitcoin, okay? Silver was 53 an ounce just 2 months ago. Yeah, you're right. I told you guys to buy silver. Hit that like button. I invest monthly in Dave and Buster's tickets. Most people sleep on them, but they are a great hedge against inflation. Silver is the best hedge against inflation. Gold, well, gold too. I mean, crypto fall is what's going to drive the price up. Crypto. Can't get enough crypto. But yeah, a lot of these gold stocks are not moving as much as they should be. First Majestic right now is $17.42. First Majestic, okay? That's one for you guys to buy. Check that out. First Majestic, AG. Like, where do you spend your money? I don't spend my money on anything. I just buy food and, I just bought a car. I just paid cash for a car. Most of my money goes into my investments. I manage 3 portfolios and a crypto portfolio. I actually have 4 portfolios. So I put all my money into my investments. I don't really blow any money or spend any money. I've gotten to be very good with my money. You got to become an expert at managing money. If you want to become a millionaire, you got to be able to manage money well, okay? Unc, you got to go back to 2010. Crypto is trash. Scared to read my comments. Oh, did he stop Epstein? Seems pointless. Well, anyone, dude, I'm the guy that was sharing a cell phone with his girl, and guess what she got for Christmas? A cell phone? I don't know, bro. Western Copper and Gold, WRN. Check that stock out, okay? WRN. Look it up. DJT, Donald J. Trump stock, is coming back down to 13 bucks. I like that. Tilray Brands is down to $9.60. They just did a reverse split a couple weeks ago. Dogecoin's down to 12 cents, guys. This is a good deal. 12-cent Doge. She's a girl. Nice. Very good, dude. I'm happy for you. Should I sell my Bitcoin and invest in something else? Yeah, I would say silver. But I don't give financial advice, okay? But I think silver is better than Bitcoin. You look pretty GAY. I searched for this channel came up. Let's put you in timeout, buddy. Crypto will crash, as will stock market. Metals is the way to go. Well, guess what? Crypto already crashed. It's cheap AF right now, okay? Crypto has already crashed. That's why we have to load up on it. Okay, they're telling you, oh, crypto's going to crash. It already did. They tell you it already crashed so that you don't buy it. Okay, but you have to buy it now because it's as cheap as it's cheap. Crypto is cheap. And it will go higher again. Yeah, you notice how everyone's bearish on crypto? That means you got to buy. All right, you guys got to learn this stuff, dude. You got to learn. When something's cheap, that's the time to buy it. Crypto has not crashed, bro. Well, everything fluctuates, you know, everything fluctuates. I don't think Bitcoin crashed. It had a big correction. Bitcoin went from 126,000 down to 80. It's in the 80,000 range today. So that's not really a crash. That's a normal correction. Okay. Crypto is in a bear market. You should have sold at 127. Yeah, I did. I sold all my crypto last December. Okay. And I told you guys that I was selling last December. So if you guys want to know when is the best time to sell crypto and when is the best time to buy crypto, join my Patreon. I only charge $10 a month, okay? 10 bucks, and it's the real deal. All right? And I'm going to be telling everyone when to sell crypto next. Right now, though, I think it is time to buy, okay? Definitely time to buy right now. And even if we go lower, I'll be buying more. That's fine. When we get into these low periods, that's when you got to start DCAing. And then when crypto goes way up like it did last year, that's when you got to start to sell, okay? So right now we got to buy, and then probably sometime next year we'll be selling crypto, all right? What stock you advise I get? I cannot give advice, but I would say join my Patreon and start buying the penny gold and silver miners. I think that's where the real gains are going to be, the penny gold and silver explorers, okay? So, like I said, it's 10 bucks a month. Join the Patreon and you will not regret it. I promise you that. For 10 bucks, you will not regret it. Unless you get scared out, which is very possible. But I want to urge you guys, these stocks on my Patreon, don't get scared out. If you buy them, you got to hold on to them and you got to hold strong. As soon as you get scared out, that's usually right after they skyrocket, okay? Or you get scared out right before they skyrocket. All right? What's 3 reasons why silver and gold are better than Bitcoin? Well, silver has a real use case scenario. Silver is used in everything, you know, electronics. Silver is used in everything. Also, silver has got momentum, okay? Silver's got momentum, so that's number 2. Number 3 is that silver has broke out of a cup and handle formation, which goes back to 1980. And a cup of that magnitude does not end in just a rally where silver just goes up to 80. No, it's got to go way, way higher than that. I'll show you the silver cup and handle, okay? Here it is. This is back in 1980. This is the cup, and this is the handle. And now we're breaking out. We got the momentum, so we should end up going somewhere around probably up here. Somewhere's up there. So it's got momentum building. It's got momentum, it's got excitement. The other reason why silver is better is because this is number 3. The retail public has still not woken up to silver. Okay? Once they wake up, silver should shoot much, much, much higher. But guess what? The retail public is fully aware of Bitcoin because they've been pumping it up for so long. Literally, they've been pumping up Bitcoin for how long now? Very long time. Okay? So I think Bitcoin is not really going to go that much higher. I think maybe it'll go up to 160,000 next year. Yeah, that's my call for Bitcoin. We could hit between 140 and 160 next year. I don't know when, if it's going to be in the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter. That's just my prediction, is that Bitcoin could go as high as 160, okay? But I think silver, those are the 3 reasons why silver is better than Bitcoin. Also, 4, silver is physical. Bitcoin is digital. I think physical is better than digital, okay? So there's 4 reasons. Does silver or gold have a better chance of being money in the digital than we live in, or Bitcoin? Gold. Because Bitcoin has never been money, but gold has been money. So I think the U.S. is going to back the dollar with gold. I think the dollar is going to collapse, and then they're going to start a new currency and back it with gold. And then in the next 300 years, they're going to take it away from gold. Okay? So we're going to see everything come full circle. We're going to see gold become money again. And then, like I said, after 1, 2, 300 years, they're going to take gold, and gold will not be money again. You know what I mean? Everything goes around. It cycles around. Okay? But it's on its peak. Yeah. My mentor taught me you should always buy investments when they're at their peak, because that's when they have momentum. All right? That's when they got the momentum. That's usually the best time to buy, is when you have a fresh breakout. And I told you guys, as soon as silver breaks above 50, it's going to skyrocket. Okay, guys, if you want to get the best information, the best news, join my Patreon, $10 a month, all right? We're calling it on this channel like no other channel. Silver going up isn't good for any of us. It is good if you have silver, okay? Just like this, guys. What if oil goes to $200 a barrel? That's not good. But if you have oil stocks, then you're going to be okay. Okay? So yes, it is not good that silver is skyrocketing. It's probably a bad sign that there's going to be war, inflation. But if you have silver, you're going to be protected. You're going to be insulated from all the problems. Okay? So you got to have silver. You got to have oil stocks. Guys, I'm telling you the freaking truth. If you don't believe it, then I don't give a shit. Get the heck out of here then. You know? This is where we try to go to get rich. I'll start selling at 103 an ounce. Yeah, you can sell a little bit at 103, sell a little bit at 120, sell a little bit at 160, sell a little bit at 250. Yeah, I believe in selling on the way up. Okay? Sell a little bit at 300, sell a little bit at 350. But you just don't want to sell your whole stack. Okay? You don't want to sell the whole stack, bro. So, how do you look at Larry Fink saying he wants to tokenize every asset, and then reason silver looks good here? Well, they're going to tokenize all these assets because they can make money doing it. They can tokenize an asset and then sell these freaking tokens. You know, I don't want these tokens. I want the real asset. I want real gold, real silver. Okay? I don't like this tokenizing BS. I think that's a way that they're going to freaking manipulate people, and they're going to make people go broke. It's just going to be like NFTs. They're going to go up for a while, and then they're going to crash. They're going to tokenize all this stuff. It's going to go up. They're going to freaking transfer the national debt into these tokens, and then they're going to sell you the debt and say that it's something else. They're going to say that you're buying this debt, but it's actually better than that. It's better. Something is better. Whatever. They're going to use manipulative language. They're going to sell you the debt on tokens, and then you're going to lose everything, you know? I see this tokenization as a bad thing, okay? I like physical assets, gold and silver and platinum. Money has always evolved from rocks to metals to paper to digital forms of paper. Yeah, and then it's going to go back around and go to rocks again. Do you understand market cap? Yes. Yeah, gold will hold its price just as jewelry, and people with money will hold its value for a while. Yep. What ratio should I have my money for oil, silver, and gold and platinum? What ratio should I have my money for? I don't know. I don't understand that question, dude. You mean what ratio should they be when you buy them or something? I don't know what that means, bro. I truly feel bad for people who haven't learned about Bitcoin. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin, okay? So I think I feel bad for people that haven't learned about silver and platinum. Only 15% of America owns silver. I don't think it's that high. I think like 1% of America owns silver. Yeah. Go ask your friends. Say, do you have any silver? Do you have any silver? I bet you they're all going to say no. They might say, I have a silver bracelet. Or they'll say, I have like 2 silver coins. That's it. That's it. Most people own very little to no silver at all. But I am trying to change that, okay? That's why I've been out here for 3 years telling people to buy silver. What is the global market cap of silver? It should say over here. It doesn't say. Silver market cap. Let's see what it says. Market cap of silver. Let's check it out. $4.4 trillion. Let's go, guys. 4.4 trill. That's more than the crypto market cap, which I knew this would happen. I knew that silver would outperform crypto. So this is just my prediction coming true. Let's go. Or they won't tell you because people don't want everyone to know when they have physical asset worth money. Yeah, they are hiding silver from us. On the news, they want you to buy fake money, which is Bitcoin. And they buy the real money for themselves. The banks are buying the real money. Banks are loading up on gold. And they're trying to tell you to buy silver, or they're telling you to buy Bitcoin. The banks are not buying Bitcoin. Okay? Bitcoin is a scam. So, XRP all the way, let's go. I only have 10 ounces of silver. Is that enough? No, you need 100 ounce per family member. Okay? 100 ounce per family member. I think Bitcoin is kind of a scam. They're going to sucker in the largest amount of people in it soon, and it might crash again, you know? But yeah, guys, we're doing good today. Gold and silver. Let's go. It's time to get rich. He's 15 years old. How much time and money should I spend into silver and oil? How much time and money? Well, you have to build a portfolio, dude, okay? You're kind of young to be an investor, so I think maybe you should ask your parents. But truth is, your parents ain't gonna know shit. Nobody's parents know anything hardly, okay? Nobody anywhere knows anything hardly. If you ask the average person about investing, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I got a 401k. I'm really smart. I invest in my 401k. I'm a genius." No, that's foolish. Okay, dude? So you're going to want to consider getting a balanced portfolio. No bonds, but yes, precious metals. Let's say you could have 30% precious metals, 30% stocks, and 30% crypto. That's just an example, though. That's just an example. But what I'm saying is you should build a diversified portfolio. So gold stocks, oil stocks, physical gold and silver, meme coins, and most importantly, cash. You should have cash, okay? Save up an emergency fund so that if something bad happens to your car, you don't have to sell off your investments, okay? You got to get an emergency fund, kid, all right? Yes, this chain is real. This chain is real. Can I get a like, guys? Can I get a super chat? This guy bought $8,000 worth of XRP. This guy's got a high risk tolerance. I like it. I think he's going to lose the majority of that money, but that's okay. That's fine. That's him. That's not me, bro. You can check the. If you want to look into something better than XRP, join my Patreon. I only charge $10 a month, okay? $10 a month. The link is in the description of this video. My Patreon is John's Gold and Silver, all right? Then I'll show you something that's a lot better than XRP. If you understand market cap, then you should understand that small market cap has a greater chance of more reward. Yes, all of these stocks right here on my Patreon are very small market caps. We're talking $700,000. We're talking 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. We have very small market cap stocks on my Patreon, okay? This is very, very important. It's very urgent. So please join the Patreon. We only have a limited time before these penny miners start to pop, okay? Very, very limited time, I believe. We might only have just weeks, for real. If you are a Patreon member, then you know what stocks these are. We might only have just a few weeks before they all start to explode, okay? I'm being for real here. Listen to the man. He knows he has 26 views per video and looks like he failed to be cast in Limp Bizkit video. Yes, dude, you got to diversify. So I think you should get some silver first. Just get a little bit of silver. Once you get some silver, then get some cash, and then ask your parents to help you with a brokerage account. Okay? Say, Mommy, would you please help me set up a stock account? Because I want to start buying stocks. I want to buy oil stocks. This guy, John's Gold and Silver, he says that I should buy Petrobrazil. I want to buy Petrobrazil. Okay? And your parents might say, why is that a good stock? And then they might say they don't believe me. Okay? Tell your parents you don't care. Say, I don't care if you don't believe me. I really believe this is a good stock. Okay? Petrobrazil. If your parents tell you don't buy that one, dude, you gotta convince your parents. You gotta say, Dad, tell Mom I wanna do this. I wanna start buying Petrobrazil. I wanna buy these stocks. You gotta really talk to your parents, dude, because they're ultimately in charge, not me. I'm not in charge of your stock portfolio. You gotta ask your mom and dad, okay? If they say no, it's your job to convince them. That is your job. That's your number one job right now, to convince your parents that you have to become an investor. You gotta elevate your life. Jesus, yes. I'm not buying into your Patreon, bud. I've been full-time in crypto for 6 years. Okay, well, all the stocks on my Patreon skyrocketed. I had a list of over 20 different gold and silver miners. And you missed out, bro. And you're still going to miss out. And people like you, they never believe me. These people that are obsessed with Bitcoin, they will never invest in gold. They are unintelligent. They're stupid. They're arrogant. They're ignorant. But mainly, it's a very low IQ, I think. If your IQ is a little bit higher, then you understand what I'm saying, and you know that all my stock predictions are coming true. All these gold stocks are skyrocketing, okay? I could point them out one after another if I wanted to. First Majestic, Hecla, Courier, Barrick Gold, they're all skyrocketing. They're all skyrocketing, bro. And you're into Bitcoin, which is going down. And you go, oh, I'm not going to buy into you. All your stocks are doing too good. You just want to buy stuff that's going down. That's what you don't like to make money. You don't like to make money. Ever had a 100x? No, my biggest was a 73x. My biggest win was a 73x. I never had 100. You can have 100x in crypto, yes. If I had been in crypto longer, I probably would have had a lot of 100x's. But yeah, my best stock was a 73x. I own stocks, precious metals, and crypto. You come across as a low IQ and very poor. That's okay. That's your opinion. I don't know you. If I could see you, I might say the same thing, And, well, thank you for your opinion. But I think the people on my Patreon know that my predictions are spot on. And you don't know that because you're not on there. So you don't have a right to talk. But, of course, everyone's got to put their own opinion in. I get it. Yeah, I get it. All right, guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. This guy says, hi, H-I-G-H. Toby. Hey, Toby. Please hit that subscribe button, Toby, because I'm going to be coming back at you with a lot of good informational videos on silver, gold, platinum, okay? If you guys want to really elevate your life, I think this is the channel for you. We're all about positivity. We're about different investments. And so far, most of my stock calls on my Patreon are very, very good. I would venture to say that my Patreon is one of the best in the world. And we only have 11 members on there. But the stocks are my stock calls have been some of the best out of every analyst in the whole world. Okay? So I have AGQ on there. AGQ. I have Hecla Mining. I have Courier. I'm not going to tell you all my stocks for free, okay? But if you do want to start to elevate your life, please join the Patreon. It's only $10 a month, and we have a lot of junior miners on there that other channels are not talking about because they don't know. They don't do the research that I do, okay? I'm Arabic. Wow. Good to have you here. We have a guy that's Arabic. It's too late to buy silver. Well, that's what they said when it hit 50. That's what they said when it hit 51. That's what they said when it hit 52. That's what they said when it hit 53, 54, 55. It's too late. $60, it's too late. $70, it's too late. They're going to be saying it's too late when it's 100. It's too late when it's 150. It's too late when it's 200. It's too late when it's 250. They're always going to say it's too late, okay? That's just how they are. A lot of people hate gold and silver. Really, they hate it. Because when you receive a formal education, economics teachers are taught to tell you that gold is a bad thing. So most people, when they're very young, they're taught that gold is bad, especially in 9th grade. 9th grade, 10th grade economics, you are trained to believe that gold is bad. Also, if you have a portfolio manager, they tell you that gold is bad because they don't make any money on it. If you buy physical gold, your stockbroker doesn't make any money. Okay, so we still have a lot of negative sentiment, okay? So this guy says that it's too late to buy it. That tells me it's not too late to buy it. As long as we have this wall of worry, then gold and silver is going to keep going up. And this guy, he's the wall of worry. He's part of that wall. So you guys need to start understanding what I'm saying, okay? Rewind this video, save it, okay? I invest in cannabis. Yeah, I think cannabis is going to have a good time soon. I think cannabis stocks are going to do well. Bought a couple thousand ounces in 07. Well, now you're in the green. I started buying silver in 2000, or somewhere between 1999 and 2000. That's where I started to buy silver. I've always been obsessed with silver, guys. Always. That's just how I am. I just love silver, you know? This guy invests in chicken nuggets. Good luck to you. Good luck. The Tesla ETF, TSLL, is down. TeraWolf is down to 1175. What do we got? AMC is $1.69 a share. I really like Marathon Digital Holdings, MARA. This is a Bitcoin miner, and the price is really low right now. MARA. I like that one. I like this one too. AI. C3AI. It's down to $13.99. I really think this is a pretty good price. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for today, all right? I'm going to come back later probably and do more. So, thanks, guys. NGGT coin, okay. Yeah, I want to do a live workout later today, but I got to go make some eggs and stuff. And I think I have to drive somewhere too. Okay? So, maybe we'll be back for a workout later, all right? Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you guys for following my channel. And I think in the future, we're going to see a lot of great things to come, especially with our oil stocks and our gold stocks. Okay, guys, if you want to get in on this stuff, join my Patreon. I only charge $10, and I have some lists of stocks over there that I think you should take a look at, okay? Not financial advice, but you really got to take a look at this list of stocks, okay? $10. If you don't like it, then leave. All right? Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.